Hello and welcome to the video. Once again, my name is Wade Daniel Smith, and in this video, I'll be talking about the common misquote of the Bible, whereby people misquote the Bible and say, "He who spares the rod spoils the child." That's actually not in the Bible at all. What is in the Bible in the Proverbs is the real quote says, "He who spares the rod hates his own child." All right. So by rod, it's talking about the rod of correction, actual spanking, corporal punishment. Um, but it says he who spares the rod hates his own child. It tells you to literally to beat the devil out of your child if you love them, not to spare the rod for their crying, because that's what's wrong with the United States of America is you're not allowed to spank your own child for their wickedness. So now we got children who think they're LGBTQs or want to cut off their own penis and become a runway model of the opposite gender and all this kind of nonsense. And if you say anything against them, you get called hateful. You get deleted and banned from Microsoft or from Facebook or anything else like that. And for hate speech, for telling somebody that they are not, that they have mutilated themselves into something God didn't create them to be. If you were born with a penis, you are a man, and if you weren't born with a penis, you're a woman. How hard is that for you fools to understand? He who spares the rod hates his child. I mean, if you didn't get spanked by your parents a couple times, because there is no good child. Children are evil, according to God Himself. It says that you are evil from your youth. All right. That for whatever reason, every human being who has ever lived has willfully chosen, was created perfect by God, by the way, but has willfully chosen to become evil from their youth. It tells you that in the Bible. All right. And so, if you were not spanked by your parents and were not grounded also from time to time or stuck in a corner from time to time by your parents are pussies. And you're nothing more than a spoiled, evil little brat. He who spares the rod hates his child. That's why we have an entire generation of homosexuals and atheists. You think you're going to oppose God? You hate God so much, even if He does exist, you'd rather go to hell, some of you say? Bye. Nice knowing you. You're not going to be partying with the devil in hell. The very few places where hell is even described in the Bible, it's described as outer darkness, and it says, "Your worm shall not die, and your flame shall not die." You are going to be burnt alive and eaten by worms simultaneously, and you will be in outer darkness. You won't even be able to see your neighbor, to party with them like you think you're going to throw a party with them, like Adam Sandler thought in that movie he made, Little Nicky or whatever. That was a disgrace that somebody in this country could make a movie where he thought he was going to be throwing a party in hell with the devil. You're going to be in outer darkness, Adam Sandler, when you bust hell wide open. You're going to be stuck in chains. You will be consumed by fire and worms and darkness all at the same time. And you won't even be able to see the next closest being to yourself because you're going to be in outer darkness. And it says there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You're going to gnaw your own tongue off trying to experience pain other than what God Himself is doing to yourself, just to see if you can feel something different than the pain God inflicts to you. It tells you that in the Bible. And you're going there for mocking God, Adam Sandler. He who spares the rod hates his child. Doesn't say spoils a child. It says that you hate your child. Tells you not to spare the beating for their crying. Because you can either beat the devil out of them right here on this earth, or you can watch them bust hell wide open in the afterlife. That's your two choices.